is our first ever podcast of the NSSDL League, whatever we're going to call this thing. I'm not sure. Golf clap. Hey, the Masters is going on. Golf clap.
Masters golf clap. Got to get it in.
Yes, Masters golf clap.
Yep.
So the Nebraska State-sponsored Dynasty League is what it's called right now. NSSDL is what I've been calling it. Who knows if that'll stick, but this is the first ever podcast. We've been talking about this for a little while, putting it on the Sleeper app, kind of jacking it up a little bit and getting folks excited about it. And this is our first recording, and it'll be our first posting on YouTube. So really excited about that. So just want to do a little bit of introductions for folks. And so I'll start with our master commish, Dion. So Dion, you just want to...
I think everybody knows me, except for Mac and Philip.
Okay.
That's about it, but I'm Dion.
Favorite team, favorite NFL team?
Chiefs, obviously.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And is that a bandwagon fan thing? Or is
that's been since like 7th grade. Went to my first Chiefs game, first pro game, and just decided to hitch the wagon right there.
Got it. All right. Excellent. And college team, I think, is Nebraska.
We are Penn State.
Okay. I was wrong. I thought.
Yeah. Penn State and Huskers.
All right. Good. Okay. So Dion's our commissioner for the league. And then we also have Matt Cook. So Matt.
Yes, I am Matt for a few people that probably don't know me in here. I've been part of NPBD, and Dan was my first manager at NPBD. I've known Dion now for the last, I don't know, what, year maybe, sadly.
Feels like forever.
I know.
Sadly.
Yeah, sadly, yeah.
And it's been the longest 8 months of my life.
Favorite NFL team, Washington Commanders, obviously.
I don't know what
college team, Go Big Red, Nebraska.
Yeah. So you both said obviously. It's not, I mean, Dion, it's obvious, but Matt, it's not really obvious. So just saying.
Very true.
Got it. All right, and then I'm Dan Weiss. I am not commissioner at all on this thing. I'm just here because I like goofing around with the podcast stuff.
Assistant to the co-commissioners.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, this is good. I like that.
This is the first time I've heard of this increase in responsibility.
Yeah.
So
we just need a beet farm with you, and we
There's
have
more
this
responsibilities,
thing
but no pay. So.
Okay. That's
yeah,
fine.
we can't pay you. We can't.
I'm good with that.
But the good news is there's no taxes you have to pay on it. So perfect.
Oh, great. Yeah, exactly. No taxes on zero income. I can do that.
Perfect.
So I'm a commissioner of another league that's been around for a while. Matt's in that league. Many of the owners in this league are in that league also, but it's a redraft league. And so I tried to do a podcast on that one last year. I did it by myself. It was kind of fun, but it was kind of lonely, to be quite honest. And so it'll be a lot more fun. It was not video. This is obviously a video one, so this will be a lot more fun. So I'll be hosting along with these two gentlemen as we go throughout this season and onward on these podcasts. And so it'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. So, and also we'll get to introduce some of the owners as well. The plan when we get into the podcast information here a little bit is to bring on the owners for subsequent podcasts and let them come on here and introduce themselves as well. So I know, by the way, Chiefs, of course, obviously, and then Nebraska. So, yeah. Matt's like, no.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So, okay. So a couple things we're going to do here, just kind of give you a heads up on this. We're going to go through a little bit about the podcast, what we plan to do with the podcast, so all the owners are aware of that. Then we're going to hop into a league overview that Dion and Matt are going to cover. So just kind of the league structure, how the league's structured, things there. Talk a little bit about the draft and how the draft is structured. And then at the very end, we got a really awesome surprise for you. We've kind of been teasing this a little bit, but we're going to release the draft order in a very unique way. So that'll be coming at the end. So stay tuned for that. So a little bit about the podcast. And so this is obviously you're going to be watching on YouTube. We're not live streaming this. We may do that in the future, but the plan is to put it on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel that we've created for the league, so we'll stick it on there. We also have the ability to put it on like Apple Podcasts or Spotify if folks are interested in getting just an audio version to listen to in the car or something like that. So that's also an option, but we'll certainly be putting it on YouTube. One of the owners, I won't mention Ryan's name just for anonymity, but he was asking about doing something with the live streams. I did look into that today. It didn't work. I wasn't going to do it anyway because I hadn't tested it and didn't want to mess this up, but we certainly could do live streaming in the future on YouTube if that's something that folks are interested in, so we'll look into that.
That is a classic Cowgirls action, by the way.
It is.
Very Jerry-like.
Disappointing Dallas fan. Yeah. Disappointing question. That's
Yeah. Okay. So
you shouldn't expect
do we know
from Ryan.
do we have any Cowboys fans in the league? Do you know?
don't want to assume Cowpoke-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. I just want to make sure.
Dallas. Let's go Dallas.
Okay. Do we have any Dallas fans in the league that we know?
Yeah.
We do.
Ryan. That's why it's.
Oh, God. Okay. See, I didn't get that part. See, I haven't had the Ryan introduction
He's kind of
yet.
like our rules guy, Ryan, we call him. Likes rules and he likes high surf.
Ooh,
and he likes the Cowboys.
Unfortunately.
And he likes the Cowboys. Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. All right. So
before
that's
we
the
go
plan.
any further, I think intro should be a cheers.
Yes.
Cheers.
So everyone, we will always be drinking beer while we're podcasting, and we encourage, threaten, maybe, guests that come
I feel
to
like
also.
if you want to watch this, you have to.
Might cost you draft position. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Used to say.
Maybe. Yeah. Certainly. Yeah. So thanks for that. I'd forgotten about that, and you probably saw me have a drink. So yeah, we're going to be having some beers while we're doing this, and encourage others to do so as well while you're watching. And then certainly as you come on and join us on the podcast, that would be awesome. So, okay, a couple of just things that we're talking about podcasts. Here's some of the episodes that we've talked about. We'll have this one where we kind of go over some of the things we talked about earlier. We're going to have a draft preview. So after we know what the draft order is, it makes sense to have a preview because then we'll have some idea of who's going to get Jalen Daniels and who's Matt is not going to get them. So we can talk about that a little bit. We'll have one post-draft. And so after, I believe we're going to do one after both drafts or one or the other. I'm not sure. After both of them? Yeah. So after we've done the veteran draft and then the subsequent draft for the rookies, we'll have one up that so we can kind of talk about who got who, and that'll give us an idea of what we're doing for the season.
And bash everyone's roster.
There you go. Right. Exactly. Right. Yep. Yeah. That's going to be a lot of that kind of talking will happen on here, so get used to that for sure. A season preview. So that'll probably happen a little closer to the NFL season as we come forth. And then weekly during the season, of course, we'll have a weekly recap of the season or of the week, how things went. I think we're also maybe going to do some host picks on who we think is going to win, and maybe have a little side bet there or something like that to see how that goes. Yeah. No extra points, Matt, so don't even ask. Extra points for the picks. I know. That's not going to happen. Side joke, if you don't know what that's all about, we can explain that later. Maybe a playoff preview, obviously, when we come forth, when we get to the playoff time, and then weekly during the playoffs, and then some sort of postseason review and off-season preview. And then who knows? I mean, with the Dynasty League, which I'm new to, you have a lot of things going on in the postseason. So we could have maybe some ad hoc ones if there's some major trade or something going on. Who knows?
I'd say combine, free agency opening.
There you go.
We can even just talk about college of just maybe the incoming rookies.
Yeah,
college
exactly.
Playoffs.
You bet.
Plenty of options.
So yeah, that's just a kind of a rundown of what we plan on doing with the podcast. Certainly looking for feedback if anybody has any. How's the sound? How's the video? How, do you want Matt to be on or not? Things like that.
Do you want Matt to wear a mask? Does he need the makeup? Is the red hair confusing?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, just
Can
give
you
us all
actually
that
see him?
feedback.
He has no soul.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I don't know what to say anymore.
Oh my. Okay. So yeah. I'm sure it'll come around to the others of us here for too long, so you might as well take it while you can. So that's just an idea of what we want to do with the podcast. It's going to be a lot of fun. Encourage folks to reach out, and we want to get other faces on here as well so we can get to know everybody and just get everybody a chance to really enjoy this kind of stuff.
I think if we can get every owner for 1 week, would be nice.
For sure.
Even if it's only, 10 minutes, then come on and talk.
Yeah. I'd encourage you to stay on and just be part of the conversation if you'd like to. So, but yeah, get everybody on here, and it's not just the three of us. I mean, we'll likely be here every time, but other folks coming on would be a lot of fun. So that's what I had for podcasts. Anything else, commish or co-commish, that you wanted to bring up before we move on?
I like it so far.
So, I mean, put questions in the YouTube. I assume we have a chat, right?
Yeah, they have comments.
Or let
comments
us know in
for the video.
in the
I'm
sleeper app
sure
what you want
just
to see.
about
Or...
everyone is going to text us or let us know of anything.
Yeah.
Well, they'll probably make fun of us. Well, I mean,
Probably.
if you know anyone that wants to get, to pay for an ad spot, definitely let us know too. So, I mean,
Right. We will definitely take sponsors to buy more,
yeah,
materials for
clean
podcasting.
fuel.
I
Clean
would
fuel.
love a brewing company sponsor. That'd be great.
That'd be great. Yeah, for sure.
What if it's the worst beer ever, though?
We're not going to admit that.
Like,
okay?
what if Zima came back?
I'll take what I can
get.
Zima.
We'll sponsor you a spot.
Was Zima okay?
But
was
you have
Zima
to
really a
drink
beer? Was that a beer?
I have
Really?
no
Technically?
idea.
I mean,
That
it was
was
clear.
Yeah.
A malt beverage?
Yeah, I think it was more like that.
Maybe they kind of like started the seltzer thing. Maybe.
It could be.
They were just too early.
Yeah.
That might have been it. I think my wife had those when she was in college, and she would put Jolly Ranchers in them to make them flavored. So maybe it was like an early.
That's a good idea.
Flavored malt something. I don't know. Yeah, but
Ahead of its time.
who knows? Yeah.
All right,
exactly.
Zima.
Trailblazers. All right. Well, let's go ahead and hop on to the league overview. I'm going to turn it over to Dion and Matt to kind of go over just some of the things about the league and kind of explain how it's structured. So
Okay.
go right ahead.
So I kind of got it broken down a few segments here. First, league settings, like the whole overview. So Matt, Dan, if you guys have any questions, or chime in, Matt.
It's okay. I'm here. It's
I
okay.
know you're here. Bye. Yeah. But I mean, real basic overview. We have 12 owners. It's going to be a $100 buy-in, so we have $1,200. We'll cover payout structure and all that here shortly. But 26 roster spots. So this first draft will be 22 rounds. So that leaves 4 spots for the 4 rounds of rookies. 2 IR spots. That is, if they are labeled out. If they're not labeled out, Sleeper will tell you that you don't have a legal roster, so you'll have to make changes. We've got 1 starting quarterback, 2 starting wide receivers, 2 starting running back, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 kicker. No defense, no team defense. We're going to do 2 individual defensive players.
Yes, that is going to be a big transition for some of the
That'd be
owners,
insane.
I think, because
It's
some
a
owners
little
coming
more
from
fun.
Dan's
We've done
league.
this in a previous league, a few of us, and
Yeah.
it opens up a lot more possibilities for weekly
Yes,
matchups.
exactly.
And then we have 2 flex spots, and they are different. One
Yes.
flex spot is wide receiver, running back, tight end. That's kind of what everyone's kind of used to.
Your
That's
standard flex, right?
Yep,
Right.
standard flex.
And then there's another one, but it's not running back. It's just wide receiver or tight end.
Yep.
Okay.
That's to kind of help with people that have depth maybe you don't have, because the running backs are quite the dearth. Like if you don't have one of the top 15 guys, you're kind of struggling. So it's kind of gives us a little more options to play with for all owners. Anything so far? I mean, that's kind of just the actual roster settings.
Very
so
broad, yeah. First
So
place.
maybe can you explain just briefly the IDP? Just like what are some of for someone that's only done team
Right.
defense before?
So something to consider in the future, because this is kind of a test run for all of us. If we like this, we could add a third. Right now, it's any defensive player. So it can be a DB, it can be a linebacker, it can be a D lineman. That's usually how Sleeper has them listed.
Yep.
If we like this, we can add a third spot. We can make it position specific. So you have to start 1 DB, 1 D lineman, 1 linebacker. But we can cross that bridge when we get there. Let's just test
Yep.
if everyone likes
I'm
this.
good with that.
But
good
yeah,
test.
DB, we'll cover the scoring here shortly.
Okay.
More to come on
Got
that.
All right, good.
Yeah, we like to make it spicy, but not make it overpowering, basically. So we
right.
good on settings then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's move on to mechanics. So within the league here, free agency. Have you guys done fab budgets before?
I don't know. What does FAB
So
stand
this
for?
is my absolute favorite. Free agent acquisition budget. So
Okay.
everyone every year at the beginning of the year is going to get $200. So So basically, anytime the week's over, or there's free agents, the waivers are open. You blind bid against everybody for players. And when that rolls through, whoever has the highest bid gets that player. So it's not based off of ranking. It's not based off of points scored or anything like that.
That $200 does not reset, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
You can trade for more, but once you use it, you lose it. You don't get the $200 until...
Someone told me that wasn't true.
For you, yes.
Oh, okay.
So for clarity, you said you can trade for more FAB
You
dollars?
can, yes. And that's
Okay.
going to roll into the next segment here of trading. Trading is encouraged. I am a huge trading fiend.
Yes.
Matt likes another word.
So I have heard you are a trade
Salute.
connoisseur.
Oh,
Connoisseur.
okay. Connoisseur.
Yeah,
That's a much better word than I used.
You may find him in the streets looking for trades.
Want to trade in the street? I lost it. Trades are encouraged. We have 3 years worth of draft picks into the future. So you have this year's draft picks, 2025, 2026, and 2027s that you can trade right now. Once the draft is over, the rookie draft, then you'll have 26, 27, 28. You cannot trade further than what's actually in the sleeper app. But that will be open during our startup draft. So if Matt, who obviously won't get the first pick, and wants Jaden Daniels.
Wait, obviously?
Obviously, what is that?
Yes.
Okay, obviously. Got it. Okay.
Come on, he has a 1 in 12 chance. We both know he's not going to get it. Look at him.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
But you can trade up, trade back, depending on what draft strategy you want to take at a time. We'll cover draft strategies in a different podcast, like we said.
Okay.
No vetoes, no anything. We will approve all trades instantly. But the caveat is, if there is pure collusion or it's a completely unfair trade, we all know it, we will reverse the trade, Matt and I. We'll get together, we'll have a conversation, and say, if it's imbalancing the league, I feel like we all can agree when trades are
It's
ridiculous.
collusion.
And I don't foresee that being a problem. If we're all paying $100, it kind of, why would we want to throw away $100? But, who knows? Maybe there's...
So there's going to be a lot of trades between Dion and Matt is what I'm hearing.
No, I don't want to trade.
I refuse to trade, Matt. I will not.
He's a piece of shit.
That's
Unless I have
probably a
Jaden
good
Daniels,
thing.
and then I will absolutely get 4 first-round picks.
We'll see.
Any questions so far? Okay, so here we're gonna get into maybe some newer things besides the fab. Like I said, I know you guys didn't do fab.
Right.
So, in addition to the weekly matchup, we are going to play one game against the median.
Yep.
So every week, you can get 2 wins potentially.
Okay.
It's an automatic thing in Sleeper. We don't have to do anything extra. This kind of rewards consistency. It produces the luck. Like, we've all been there where maybe you're 1 in 4 like Matt, but you're the second most points scored.
That's how it was last year for me. So yeah, I fully understand.
Whatever.
Well, it's because you're a redhead and it's just the universe is against you.
I fully understand. Someday.
Yeah, this is actually something that we've introduced and we voted on. We're going to be doing in our redraft league next year.
Nice.
Yep.
So
I feel like it kind of brings the scope in a little bit. It brings out the better of the teams.
Yep.
So glad no questions on that one. Okay.
Should be good.
Next one is the auto swap feature. I know Philip had questions on this in the chat, and I think it's a good feature to use. It's auto subbing. So basically, if you can't be on your phone, we all have families, or for the most part have families. We have families. We can't be on our phones, all the way up to 11:58 on Sunday. So the auto sub is like, say you have a guy that's been questionable all week. You don't want to get that donut because they got ruled out and you couldn't switch anybody. So the auto sub lets you, so long as that player hasn't played yet, you have someone on the bench that you say, if this player's ruled out by kickoff, I want this player in. And you can set that, the Monday prior to the games. Tuesday, because their game's Monday. So Tuesday prior to the games.
Yeah.
You get 2 of those per week. You don't have to use them. They're just there in case life happens. We all have it.
That's a nice feature.
So I think it is nice. So it's no cheating's involved. You can't watch your player score 36 points on the bench and then decide, like, hey, no, I meant to play that player. And it kind of reduces it for Matt and I. We don't want to get texts at 12:30 and be like, oh, no, I totally meant to sub that guy. He was out. Like, you have that, so there's no excuses for this.
Yes.
Yep, agreed.
Any questions?
Keep going.
One thing I was just thinking of, Dion, as we go through this, if folks have questions on this and they want us to expand on this, we could expand on this maybe in a future podcast.
Yeah, we can always tie up loose ends into the next podcast.
Yeah, so if someone has some comments, say, hey, can you expand upon this for us? And we feel like we need to get some more details, let's just do that in a future podcast to kind of help with that. So encourage people to ask questions.
Yeah.
Moving on, we'll go to the playoffs and the toilet bowl. It'll be 6 and 6. Top 6 make it. The first 2 seeds are buys. That will be based off of record and max points for as the tiebreaker. We'll cover max points for here shortly, but keep that in mind. The bottom 6 will do a reverse toilet bowl. So if you win, you're out. You lose, you keep going. Now this is going to be the best part for all of us right now, is coming to an agreement on the last place punishment.
I'd still vote the ACT needs to happen.
The ACT or IQ?
I like the ACT test, but
See, I guess I don't know
could argue
where
with the
you
IQ
go to
test.
take an IQ test. Like, I don't want to do like the random one you find online. Like, I want you to actually have to go in and get an IQ test.
I feel like the IQ test might be demoralizing to some.
Yeah.
ACT, like half
You
of
think
us.
an ACT wouldn't be demoralizing?
That would be like ACT is over like high school. Some of us haven't been in high school for a while, so yeah, exactly.
See, I don't want to do the ACT because I have a daughter that's going to be taking the ACT. In
So you're going to get like a 32, you think?
I don't want to have to deal with the idea of she got a higher score than me. So
we're definitely doing the ACT now. I want full ADHD Dion to take the ACT.
A Champions Trophy and a Losers Trophy. The Losers Trophy is going to be the year and that score along with your team name. So
that's great.
Forever memorialized. And hey, when Matt takes 2 or 3 in a row, maybe it'll get better.
Maybe.
At least we'll have record.
Highly doubtful, but maybe.
That's
all right.
great.
Also, we will be doing a weekly challenge. So this might be something new. I know Tony Travis is used to this in our other league. But basically every week we'll have a separate challenge that everyone gets to participate in. Your entry fee covers this payout. So basically every week, $20. Is it 20? And the last one's 25, right? Yeah, $20 per week for a challenge. And I posted them. I'm sure we'll talk about it every week for our podcast. So just a nice way to... Some teams aren't going to be competing. It's a dynasty. Like, we're talking, hopefully this lasts 10 plus years or so. You know, that'd be nice.
I'm sorry.
What is that? What are you doing?
I have a question.
Okay,
Can help
perfect.
Is there a sleepover going on at your house?
I have
whose,
children.
And whose headphones of those 8-year-old girls did you steal to use for this?
I'm also
I
wondered the
have-
same thing when I stepped into this room.
I have 3 daughters.
Yeah.
And yes, I have other pairs. But these, for some reason, won't work. So I pivoted.
Sorry.
Pivoted to the daughter's headset. It looks like you have Spider-Man
You know, I own
on
it.
your head.
I was thinking Dora, but
Dora's-
whatever.
Hey.
Dora.
You know what?
Swiper, no swipe.
I take it all back. These are actually my primary ones, and I own it.
All right. Okay, sorry.
I'm
I'll
going
behave
with the
now.
80s kind of like
I don't know. These earmuffs are just like taking up massive amounts of your head.
Yeah, it's comfortable. I don't have to have it on my ear. As for the voices, yes, there's 4 children
It's all right.
frolicking in the background.
The headphones made sense after the voices started coming, so I'm good now. Thanks, Dion. You can continue.
Go on, please.
So $1,200 we have for a pot.
Yep.
$500 for the champ. $200 for the runner-up. Third place gets double their money from entry, or no, gets their money back. Fourth place gets half their money back. Sorry.
There you go.
You got it. Math is,
Yep, math is hard for you.
I see why he doesn't want to do the ACT. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
You can't take a calculator into the ACT, though. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. That would
I remember correctly. You can take it. It can't be a graphic calculator.
Oh, all right. You know a lot about the ACT, by the way.
I have a great memory, Dan. Okay. Although I couldn't tell you what I ate last night.
That's questionable on the memory portion. What number was the answer again?
I don't remember. Is Randy above me or below me? I don't remember.
Yes.
Inside joke. The rest of the league's not going to get that, Matt.
No, I know, but it's worth it.
As well as the top 4 places getting paid out, we'll have 2 more season-ending prizes. So the most points scored, and then the most points scored against, because life isn't fair and the universe hates Matt. So we'll just probably put Matt's $25 on there already. The bad luck bonus, let's call it that.
Can I just have the $25 back at this point, I guess?
No, you have to earn it.
You have to earn it. Sorry, Matt.
I want to watch you suffer first.
All right.
All right. $20 per line. Do we want to go per week challenge? Do we want to go through it now? Or do we just want to cover it week by week as we go through the podcast?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea to do it week by week.
I'd say
let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we got it posted. Yeah. I feel like we should anyways. I'll say right now, do we want to go through all?
Yeah. Everyone's going to already know because it's already posted, but it'll be a fun reminder every week we do this.
Yeah, let's just do it as we go through the season.
So week 1 will come out hot. Closest call. Who's going to win by the closest margin? If you lose, you're out. Obviously.
Yep.
So only 6.
You got to win.
Week 2, quarterback king. Do you have Jaden Daniels? We'll find out.
Doesn't matter. He's not going to win that award anyway. So
you don't know
or
that.
Probably
Lamar Jackson is going to win it. So calling it right now.
That's a good guess.
Week 2, that's the quarterback king. Week 3 is the total domination week. Who is going to put up the highest scoring stat line? For your starters. Starters only.
Right. Yep.
Matt, that won't be you. Week 4, air raid wide receiver. You can start up to 4. Because you got 2 wide receiver spots, you have 2 flexes. So you can start with 4. One of those, who's the highest scorer? So this is where some strategy comes in. Like, do you start that third running back? Are you going to win your week? Or are you going to try to win the side bet? So this is where some things can start getting fun.
Interesting. Yeah.
But wide receiver, highest scoring wide receiver has to be your starting lineup. Week 5 is survivor mode. Lowest scoring legal roster.
So the least points scored total?
But bench
you have
your
to...
studs if you dare. This is where, do you want to take a loss but try and win the side bet? Or in Matt's case, you start your roster and get the worst score anyways.
I like this.
Or if you know you're just going to be in the toilet bowl anyway, why not sacrifice it and win a little money, right?
Yeah.
$20.
Someone's got to pay for Dion's ACT score, so it might as well be himself here.
There you go. Good point.
Week 6 is ground and pound. Highest scoring running back. You can start up to 3 with the flex. Week 7 is the bench bomb. So another kind of strategy. It's going to be the highest scoring bench. So maybe you flex in one of your bench guys. If you know your starter's going to score some more points, try and win the side bet. A little different there. Week 8 is tight end. Highest scoring tight end. So you can start 2 with your flex. Week 9 is the unlucky star. So the highest scoring in a loss. Mm-hmm. So if you lose, but you're the highest score of those losers. Week 10 is the rookie sensation. Week 10 feels like a good. Most of the buys have gone through. Rookies should have developed by now. Who has the best rookie at this point? Rookies only. Week 11 is the flex power. It is the best score from only the running back, wide receiver, tight end position. So not the other flex, the one flex that we're all kind of used to. And we'll make that clear when that week comes. But that way you have, 3 positions you can choose from to try and win that side bet. You're not limited at all. Where are we at?
Week 12, yes. Kickers revenge.
I hate kickers. I
love kickers.
I want to
Can't
get
get
rid of
enough
kickers.
of them.
Matt wanted kickers in the league.
I want all kickers. Give me Matt Gay.
Of course, the tall redhead wants kickers.
Absolutely.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Worst.
Run the league with kickers. You need a kicker? Guess what? I've got 12 of them.
Gross.
This
Ugly
is why
win.
he finishes last.
Week 13, ugly win, also known as the Matt week.
Yes.
Lowest score, but you win. Sloppy as it gets, the better.
That will be tough to try and do, No. To try and win with a low score?
Yeah.
We're talking playoff push at this point. So,
Yeah.
Week 14 is your last chance hero. This is the final push. This is going to be the highest scoring team, and this one bumps up to $25.
Nice.
Okay.
Weekly payouts are locked. We'll distribute it at the end of the season. We'll get it. We'll have it covered up, post every week in the Sleeper app. We'll talk about it every week. Kind of we could probably show the screen or have a standings thing. See who's won as much.
Yeah.
Going forward.
Yeah.
Probably cover, points for, points against, kind of see who's leading those races.
I like it.
Yeah, things we'll cover in the weekly podcasts. It'd be great.
Yes. Yes.
Any questions on payouts and the structure?
That's
mechanics?
good.
That's kind of
Initial
block
pay-in. What's we're gonna
100?
do Venmo?
Ooh, that's probably best.
I'd say Venmo if you can.
Yeah. That's
Right.
Let's keep it.
We'll have a definitive answer in one of the future podcasts. Let's
Yes.
Got it.
designate Matt to get an account for that.
Oh, is Matt the league treasurer?
Am I the money holder?
Treasurer.
Okay.
I'd say Ryan could, but he's a Dallas fan. We know Jerry's going to somehow get his fingers
can't
in
be
there.
trusted.
Don't
Dallas
do that.
fans cannot be trusted. Don't do that. No.
Next segment, we'll go into the scoring. We can kind of
ready.
dig a little deeper into that. The basic offense. We'll get the defense later. Let's do the offensive stuff. I'm not sure how your guys' is, but we're used to half-point PPR. So every catch, whether you're a tight end, wide receiver, running back, even if your quarterback for some reason catches the ball, you'll hit half a point.
Yeah, we're a full PPR, but
okay.
Yep.
familiar with it.
We tried that. It feels like half feels like a nice
Half.
medium,
Nice happy
something
medium.
that might be new, we also bump up special teams. So maybe you have, or maybe you're just desperate. Like, everyone's on bye. You need to put somebody in. You take Cleveland's punt returner.
I was thinking kicker.
You get
but
1
yeah,
point
okay.
every 20 yards. So
Wait, you say Cleveland?
Yes.
Sure you meant Cleveland?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying. Josh Cribbs. You remember Josh Cribbs back in the day?
Yeah, of course.
He
Yeah.
had like 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
All right.
Anyways, or maybe you just have a running back, wide receiver that does both, and you can stack on top of that. Kind of fluctuates value of some players. Or if you're completely desperate, you have an option. It's not great. It's only 1 point per 20, so that's 0.05 every yard. That's not a whole lot. Not sure if you guys do bonus points. So we're going to do 1 point over 100 yards, rushing or receiving per player, 2 points over 200 yards.
Okay.
Passing is 300 yards, you get an additional point. 400 yards, you get 2 points. So, kind of helps raise the the value of some of the players.
Like it.
Any question on offense? I mean, that's everything else is pretty standard. 6 points for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Interceptions, fumbles are -2. Kickers, they just added the ability to, if it's over 60 yards, you now get 6 points. So I did include that feature.
Okay.
Missed field goals, mixed PATs are -1. That's usually not standard in most leagues. So if you miss a field goal, you lose a point.
Yeah.
So IDP position now. I feel like I'm doing all the talking, Matt.
You're doing great. You want me to
I know.
kick in with IDP right
But
now?
my beer's getting low.
Yeah, all right.
Whistle a little bit.
I'll
That'd
kick
be
in
fine.
with IDP. So
right,
IDP.
go.
My girlish voice is
go, Matt.
starting to run out.
Yes, true.
Defensive touchdowns, 6 points.
Never mind. We're going back.
Yeah, I got
Back to Dion.
Oh, were you actually going to? I was just assuming you were just going to.
No, it's
You
okay.
Try to
You
look
do it.
presentable.
You were drinking your beer and you were distracted, Dion. Matt,
It's not
very
my fault. I
kindly
can't drink
offered-
and think at the same
I would
time.
step in if you would
Okay.
allow me to, but it's okay. You
Matt-
keep going.
Matt, would you like me to turn Dion off?
Can we just kick him? In those gigantic earmuffs. I can't stand looking at him anymore. Earmuffs, Dion.
Vamonos!
Earmuffs, Dion. It's like a kid. You could say anything right now. All right. So first, a touchdown, as you mentioned, 6 points. A sack would be +4. Tackle for loss +2. Block, punt, PAT.
And that's on top of. So tackle for loss is,
Yes,
is 2
on top
points
of the tackle,
On top
yes.
of the assisted
or solo.
or solo tackle. So
Yes.
you could potentially get 4 points for
Yes.
tackle for loss.
This is where individual defensive positions are going to come.
Your edge defenders,
strategy,
outside linebackers.
Yeah, like the
your
linebacker,
blitzing
I feel like
safeties,
is going to be a
you'll
staple.
Add
but-
some more strategy
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly. The interception is going to be +5 points. That's kind of a big one as well. That's where cornerbacks, linebackers, and safeties will maybe take more of a play.
I'd say it's more tailored to the DBs because not going to be involved with a whole lot of tackling typically. So
No.
that and the passes defended, you get
Yep,
3 points.
exactly.
So that kind of helps lift that position a little more. 'cause
Exactly. It'll be
If you're a
interesting.
lockdown
with that.
corner, you're not going to get picks because they're probably not going to throw it to you. But if you
Yep,
defend a pass,
exactly.
you can kind of make up some ground.
Assisted tackles 0.75 and a solo tackle double that 1.5 points. So it'll be interesting to see how people play those two positions. Like I said, I feel like linebacker is going to be a solid staple, and then you could kind of get squirrely with it and do a defensive end or a D-back like Dion was
And this
going
can
on
be
with.
in flux. This is going to be this year's setting.
Yes.
And this has worked in the past in our other league. But yes, the premium is on linebacker, so that will be
Yep.
in effect in the draft. We'll cover in the pre-draft episode.
Yeah.
But this is something we can change and vote on if we start seeing,
Exactly.
just kind of some not level scoring
Yep.
per position. So
Um,
we can adjust this.
Anything else defensively you want to cover? Or
Fumbles, 2
Yep.
points. Fumble recovery is 4 points. So if you get tackle for loss, strip sack, so that's 2, 4, 6, and you recover it, that's 10-point play right
What if you
there.
return it for a touchdown?
16.
so
Oh
currently
my God.
You might as well just put that guy's fat head on it. Are fat heads a thing anymore?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I haven't heard about it for a while.
I mean, if you want,
Wait, are you talking about the things you stick on the wall or?
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, the fat
I mean,
head.
Matt probably has a Jaden Daniels somewhere in his bathroom, but that's weird.
yeah, it's
We'll
above the
let that go.
toilet actually.
And safeties, 2 points. Block punts, PATs, block field goals, 2 points.
2 points.
I think that covers it.
Pretty much covers it, yeah.
There's no return yards, nothing like that. So if you pick it up and run for 30 yards but you don't score, at least you got the recovery. You got
Yep.
the
So
points
you
out
did
of it.
mention something I had a question about. So you mentioned something about vote on it. What is the process for someone to request a change and the voting process? How might that work?
So our other league, I mean, we're this open floor on that. You guys let us know what you want to see. Our previous league is at the end of the year. I open the floor up to what rule changes do we want to put votes up to.
Yep.
And in that league, we do a supermajority. It takes 8.
Okay.
We can do a simple majority 6.
Okay.
But we can do that way. You can just message us at any point in time. Just let us know, and we'll put up to a vote at the end of the year.
Yeah, I agree.
And
That's
then
similar how we do it
we'll
for
establish that for the
Yeah.
next season.
Awesome.
I think that's
I agree.
best way
All
to
right.
handle it. We all want to be in the same boat, make this thing last, and have fun. The main
Yeah.
the goal is we're having fun.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That kind of cover
That
league
covers the
overview.
story. Any problems, issues, questions?
No, I just think for me and maybe for some other people, it's a little bit different. Definitely the IDP is going to be a different thing.
Yeah.
Yep, that's going to be huge.
What's
That'll
going to
a
be
big
fun
thing.
is see the draft. That's where
Yes.
it's really going to see, where does, a young linebacker that's getting 18 tackles a game, where does he go in that first 5 rounds?
Exactly.
Or does he go in the first 5 rounds,
Right. Absolutely.
Spoiler for the draft episode.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
No, we good?
Speaking of
I
draft,
think
do
we're
you want
good
to
with
get?
that. Speaking
Is that-
of draft,
are we-
we need
are
to
we
talk
ready?
about draft
Draft
format.
over.
Right?
Are we ready?
I think we're ready.
Do we still
So are we
have
gonna
time?
do the format,
Well, let's
then
talk
the-
about it. Yeah,
the
let's.
order?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
We're just gonna slowly feed it in there.
There you go. Got it.
Tease
Okay.
it in. All right. So
you gotta say it
obviously,
like
with the first startup and the rookie, no one's good, no one's bad. There's no way of saying whose rosters are weak or anything like that. So this first draft order, which we'll get the draft order for here shortly, is going to be a startup draft. Like I said, 22 rounds. This is the bulk of all the veterans, only veteran players, and that means anyone that's currently in the league is a veteran. We will do a traditional draft, which is a snake. So that means first pick through 12. 12 goes to 13, and then back down. And that's how we will do the draft order.
Yep.
And then for the rookie draft, we are going to reverse it. So if you are the last pick in the startup draft, you will be the first pick in the rookie draft, and we will snake that as well. Going forward after this year, this is where the max points for is going to come into play. Now, max points for is a sleeper app function that automatically calculates no matter what the owner decides to pick as their starting lineup. They have a running calculation of what your optimal starting lineup would be per week. And they give a running total to kind of shows the true strength of each roster. Kind of gives us a real feel for who actually is the weakest roster, because we want to keep this thing balanced. So the rookie draft will be based off of that. And then we're going to do the 6 teams that don't make the playoffs. We're going to do a lottery system. And before Matt tries to put in the cold envelope in there for David Stern to pull out, this is reference loss on you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Cold, did you said? Cold?
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember what draft it was. I want to say it was Patrick Ewing. I don't remember. But the conspiracy theory goes is that the Knicks or whoever team was, they had a cold envelope in the pile, and David Stern goes through there, and he knew which one was coldest, so he knew who would be the first pick. It's a running conspiracy. Sorry, that
got it.
was.
I gotta
I
get
really
that
thought
one,
you
but-
guys were sports fans. That's all
I gotta
we
get
need.
my tinfoil. Hold on. Let me be back.
Yeah, hold on.
Would you get me a beer while you're up? Thanks, big guy.
yes.
So the rookie draft, so that bottom 6 teams that don't make the playoffs.
Don't make the top roster.
Yes. Don't
Yes,
make
don't
make
make
the
the playoffs.
top.
They're in the
So-
toilet bowl. Your toilet bowl
Yeah.
teams.
Yes,
Yep,
exactly.
Yep, total teams.
You're gonna
So
go into
you are
that lottery.
playing for last place, so there is still something to play for. So don't give up on the season. After that, though, the max points for will rank 1 through 6. Dan has proprietary software that weights the odds
Right.
of 1 through 6. I'm not joking. In case someone takes that very seriously, it's just a percentage between the absolute worst team to the 6th worst team. It weights it. So we know how to put on extra percentages for that lottery. So if you're absolutely last, you'll get like 20% of the lottery balls. Think of it that way.
I like it.
Does that make sense?
Yep. We'll see
I'm
how
sure
it
there'll be
goes.
questions. Feel free to ask. We'll clarify. Am I missing anything, guys? Is that...
No, but
I think we're good. Yeah.
it's something we devised in like the past 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Between
much.
the
We're
three of
just
us
we
to
were
kind of
just
talk
doing
through.
points for just straight up bottom to top, but
Very-
I like
yeah.
the lottery.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
very
it's like a
overhead view right
double-blind
now.
experiment.
Yeah, right. So and it's a year away, right? So we got some time to figure out how
We
we're
got
gonna
a
do
lot
this,
of
'cause we
time
don't
to
really
figure
do
that
this
one out.
I
until
think
the
we're on a
end of
good
the
line.
season.
Yes,
we're on
the
a good
main
line.
thing is our initial draft that we're getting to here soon.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
And we are really delaying.
Yeah,
Everybody's like sitting there
Sorry, probably
wetting
pissed off.
themselves, trying to figure
Do you
out.
guys have
Dion
a
and his
weather over there? Should we
big
just delay
earmuffs
this a little
just
longer?
can't
We gotta
shut
fill an
up.
ad spot here, so
Yeah, a couple ad spots.
Couple ad
Yeah,
spots, yes.
I think we should talk about points a little bit more and have like 5-6 more questions on points.
Say, am I
No,
am
I'm
I
just
missing
kidding.
anything though? Like, so
No,
we got the 12 rounds for the first draft, which right now June 17th is the lead.
22,
May.
not 12. You said.
You said May
You
7th.
said 12 rounds. You mean 22 rounds,
Right.
correct?
22
rounds.
Yes.
There
May
you go.
17th.
May 17th. Yeah.
And location? Have we figured that out
I
yet?
Omaha has
Omaha.
5 votes. So
Yeah,
mean, we're
I
one
would
away
assume
from-
Omaha at this point.
I think so.
Open to
Yes,
suggestions in
please
the
give
Omaha
us
area.
suggestions.
Yeah.
We also will be reaching out to you guys for those that want to golf before.
Yep.
We can go golf 18 holes somewhere around here. The ones
Yeah.
that don't want to, maybe you guys can go meet up and do something else, or just wait until we're done and we'll just do the draft there.
Sounds good.
But let's know locations. No time limit on picks, but that's strictly because technology happens. We're
Okay.
going to be drafting from I will be all be in person well, for the most of us, but the draft comes from your phone. Things happen.
Yep.
We get it. But if you do go MIA, Matt and I can't get a hold of you for your pick. We reserve the right to auto select based off of both of us saying that this is the
Worst
best play
kicker
for you.
available.
Auto set kickers.
Not worst kicker.
Auto
available.
pick kickers. I like this idea. Bold move.
We'll think about what your roster needs.
Kickers.
Because we want to make this balanced.
Every roster
happens.
needs a kicker.
Yes.
All right.
I guess the future rookie picks will be linear. So if you have the first pick, you will be the first pick every round. Am I missing anything?
I think that's pretty much it. Let's get to what the people
Matt,
want.
You just want the draft order to happen.
I want Jaden
I wanna make
Daniels.
sure
It's
the
been
logistics
clearly aware
are
right now
pure.
that I want Jaden Daniels, and it's not coming first overall. I'm sorry to all those who think
What if you
Jaden's
get
coming
first
first.
overall? Are you going to take Jay Daniels?
I would not take Jaden first overall. That'd be a tough pick to
You
make
heard
first.
that, guys.
So you don't really want Jaden Daniels.
I do want Jaden, but not first overall.
All right, who's going to do the commentating for this, by the way? 'Cause
Are we doing
gonna
this?
Be exciting.
Dion, you're showing it, right?
You are
Yeah,
showing
I'm
it.
gonna show it, but okay,
Just
let's
get
just
those.
show it.
Get those
Yeah, let's
big
show it.
earmuffs. Yeah,
Let them
show
see
it.
what's going on here.
All right, the time we've all been waiting for here.
Oh yeah.
What I'm talking about.
Wow, I did that way too early.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Well, I'm too slow. That's on me.
All right.
As you can see, we have all 12 teams. We have myself, the Ginger,
Hey.
Tony Leapley, our capital representative, works for the governor as the Fighting Chemtrails. Foreplay, that is the resident Cowboys fan, Ryan.
Terrible.
Tough TDs, Heath, you're here. Farmer Trav. And of course, we have Bobby.
HR's worst nightmare, baby.
Bobby has to put his life story in his team's name. We appreciate
beautiful.
it, Bobby. D Norb is our league's metallurgist. So if you need, I don't even know what that means, if he comes and licks your metal and tells you how strong it is, or I'm not sure how that goes, but he's our guy.
I like it.
I'm no longer interested, but hey, sounds cool.
Vice Squad, I'm not sure who that is, actually. We'll have to get back to you on that one.
Yeah.
Jury Legendary, this is our Shadow Rich golf guy.
Heck, Matt.
I heard he got a bunch of guest passes strictly for being in this league. I'll have to make sure my people get his people. I think that's fair.
Be best friends with Jeremy. That's what I heard.
Ned Flanders is Mac. And
Big old Mac, baby.
Yeah, we can let Matt there put in a dig. You got one?
On Mac?
Yep.
It's Mac. Everybody knows Mac. It's just,
I don't know Mac.
I don't. That's fine.
Okay. Mac is, he works for radiation and just big, lovable, friendly guy. Long flowing hair.
Yes, he does have
long flowing hair.
Beautiful.
So you can call him Fabian if you want. I'm going to announce that right now. Call him Fabian.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right.
He's a big, beautiful man. Are we ready?
We are, over here on the left, you can see we have some team colors here. Do you see all 12? You see all 12 of you here? I just want to make sure we are...
I count 12, Mr. Commissioner.
I count 12.
Moving
You ready?
on. All right. Just to make sure that the order on the left means nothing, we're going to shuffle it 12 times. There's 12 owners. We will shuffle it 12 times. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Ready.
It keeps count, so you can clearly see it. There it is.
All right.
All
Let me
right.
see where they are, because I
Well,
want to see where you are on the left.
Watch your guys.
Good time to make sure.
Along. Wait, where am I?
We're Tech Mobile
All right,
now.
I see myself.
Tech Mobile, let's do this. All right.
Right on the right hash.
There is
Go,
no
baby.
one getting any favorable push here. Everyone is on the same level. We see it? No one's cheating.
Beautiful.
Everyone is
Question, Dion, question.
fair. Yes.
How many
Turn
times
off,
did we
actually.
test this to make sure that this is an actual valid random?
Did you do it
Did we
100?
do the 10 was it 10,000 tests?
I didn't want to make everyone feel bad, but I did it 100,000 times.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Okay.
I
Great.
put in a lot of work. I didn't want anyone to think that,
Everybody has a good
everyone else is doing
representation.
enough with their lives and I'm doing something. So I just wanted to make sure.
Got it.
And
Okay.
I wanted to keep that left out, but
We ready?
All right. Got it.
nope, we're not done yet. All right. Just so everyone sees, everything is the same here for everybody.
Yeah.
Got
That's
it?
good.
Nothing's changing. Okay? Are we
Beautiful.
ready?
We
Do we
are
get-
ready.
are
Let's
we
Let
ready?
her
Drum
rip,
roll now?
tater chip.
I feel like drum roll now is here a good time.
I got some music. You want me to play some music? I have no idea what music it is.
You should plug in the old NFL.
Oh, that would have been cool. I wish I
History.
would have done that ahead of time.
Yeah, that would have been.
Matt, why don't you sing it? Matt,
We'll
why
do
don't you
that.
sing it?
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
There it is. There it is. Are you ready?
All right.
We're ready.
One,
Let's do it.
2, 3, go.
Go.
Oh,
Wow.
let's go. Let's go.
Come on. Oh,
Woo!
look at Flanders. Look at Flanders.
Oh, Matt
Wow.
out to the lead here.
Fighting
Fighting
chemtrails.
chemtrails just
yeah.
left.
Trails.
Holy cow. Pulling a plow here. Leaping,
Wow.
jumping out here. Oh, boy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, boy.
Tony getting off to
Tough
a good start
teams.
here.
Let's go,
Oh
Heath.
my god, this is horrible.
Of course, Bobby's jockeying for the first round pick here.
Come on, Vice Squad.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Whoever you are.
Oh, Ryan, you might as well give up at this point. I don't even know
Foreplay-
why
oh!
you're finishing. Who we got?
here we go. Tony.
Looks like
Oh,
Lincoln 88.
Lincoln!
Oh, look at that.
Let's go. 7. There we go.
Feel like
Oh my god.
Dan and I competition for ninth.
You got it.
Oh!
Yes.
Well,
All right,
please
Dan. Who do
say
you want?
You guys have a top 4 pick in the rookie draft. Think about that.
I do. Number
Yeah.
3 in the rookie draft, baby.
Yeah, this is true.
I don't know why the East brothers are deciding to take the longest to finish the race. We get it.
Kind of feel it's almost cheated
Ryan,
because
thank you.
Dion,
Oh,
Thanks,
now
Ryan.
he speeds
Now
up at
we
the end. Did
get
you
it.
see that?
All
Yeah.
right.
typical
Perfect.
Cowboys fan.
I will take a screenshot, guys.
Yes, make sure you grab that. Did
I
Got
have
not.
it
it.
recorded, man.
We do have.
That is true. That's fair. We don't need that.
Hey, there's a kiddo.
Hey,
He stole his
I-
earmuffs.
You can actually see
Alright.
him. Could you see me beforehand? When I was
No.
doing that?
No.
I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. Was there a peeker?
No,
Someone
Yeah.
peek in?
Kiddo
Yeah.
came
Oh,
in.
there we go. All right.
he's over here.
All
He
right.
heard all
Now
the
that we know
excitement.
the order.
We already have spectators. You want to put an ad in? You got money? You do? Okay.
All right.
You might
got
be
money.
our first
Good job.
ad. All right, so we have our draft order. I will put it in. Should I wait till after this episode posts a little bit?
Yeah.
So
I
that
would wait.
Let's wait a little
let's
bit.
get the let's get the
you
suspense
let
going.
me know
and-
when it's on. Post
Yep,
it
I will.
on, and then
Yep. I
will.
wait. Should I wait like half hour? Make them watch this.
Maybe like an hour or two.
Yeah,
hour,
maybe,
I
Maybe
feel like
a
maybe
little bit.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to put it on the app any sooner.
No.
Yeah.
Because not
Maybe-
gonna do anything. Let's force some people
Make them
to
watch
force people to watch Matt
Yes.
for an hour on
We
this
need
freaking
clicks.
podcast.
Clicks, guys.
Punish.
Right. I
We need
mean,
clicks.
our
Punish.
sponsors are expecting clicks.
The algorithm
Yeah,
isn't going to pay us until we get clicks.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I like it.
Absolutely.
Just quick recap. Tony Leapley is the first overall pick.
Yep.
Second pick is me, of course.
Cheater. But it's okay.
We
It's
saw it.
not
We
rigged
saw
or
it. I didn't do
What's
anything.
the official protest policy here? Just want to understand that. Not that I would utilize it, but just curious.
Yeah. Ah, over here.
100,000 tests might. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Third pick is Derek Nordby. So 2 newbies right off the bat, followed by Phil. So all the guys that most of you don't know is the top 4 picks.
Yep.
That's pretty funny.
That sounds cold, like a cold envelope to me, but I'm just saying.
Cold.
Market.
Freezing envelope.
Yep, definitely.
Need my tinfoil. Hold
Heath, though, Heath comes in with the 5th pick. Travis, our league farmer, is 6th. Mac at 7th. Oh, look at that. My son brought me a beer. What a guy. Thanks,
Oh
buddy.
my gosh.
on.
What
You've
a
trained
guy.
him well.
I know. Yeah, not in the video, buddy. All right. Pick 8 is Bobby. Old Bob coming in.
Bobber.
9, we can skip that. Let's go to 10.
Yeah. Nice
Hey,
pick,
9
baby.
2 again?
9, we'll just skip 9.
Yeah.
Man, okay.
No, yeah,
All right.
no one.
Who'd you want, Dan? I'll
I'm
make
pretty
sure to
sure
pick him.
every draft in history, the 9th pick has always been the worst. So I think
Yeah.
we can just go ahead. And
This will
move on.
definitely follow that, for sure.
No.
Matt got 9. Dan with 10th. Jerry, aka Shadow Ridge, 11th. That's for what you're
Shit.
getting known as, just so you know, Jerry. And foreplay, I'm so sorry, Ryan. Maybe you should have paid your pixel guy to run faster.
Maybe you shouldn't be a Cowboys fan. I don't know. It's
Yeah, it's
mean,
it probably knew.
He should be used to being last.
Yeah, that's true.
Should be.
This-
yeah.
you
Jerry
should
world.
know this.
Yep.
Ryan, I didn't know you're a Cowboys fan until today. Apologize for the things that these guys have said that are horrible about you.
I apologize for nothing.
I apologize for nothing. Go watch Heister.
Otherwise, I
I think we're good. Yeah,
I
this
think
has
we
been a
run
lot
it
of
all.
fun.
I think we're
Lock
good, boys.
it in. Scoring spicy. Draft order
Yeah.
set.
All right. This has been
Next
a lot
week,
of fun.
next week we'll cover draft strategies.
Yep.
Kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah, I think now that
outlook.
we've got the draft order, we can really start talking about some strategies based on who the people are, like who the owners are.
Yeah.
We
if
can
any-
poke and prod. Maybe Adam Schefter gets in there and
Yeah.
leaks some
Schefter.
news.
Okay.
So if anybody's interested in
Good.
hopping on to that episode,
What's,
I think it's not too soon to start bringing in owners and getting some faces out here to start meeting some people.
Yes, bring them in.
So feel free to reach out, and we'd be happy to bring you in. It's very simple. You just got a link we send to you, and on you are. Right,
Yep.
guys? It's very simple, right?
I like it.
So, all right. So that's it for this week. What else you got?
Follow, like, smash that like button. Is that what the kids say?
Smash the
Smash
like,
the
smash
like
that
button.
subscribe button, baby.
So there,
Smash,
smash the
baby.
subscribe
Smash it.
button.
Smash it.
Leave a review. I don't know if that's
Tell
okay.
me.
Comments. comments.
Just nice reviews. We like
This
nice.
is opening podcast. Good work, John.
Yeah. If you didn't like
Golf
if you didn't like the podcast, I don't care.
Yeah.
I say, if you don't like the
care.
podcast,
We're looking for
blame
sponsorships,
Matt.
by the way.
It's Matt's
Yeah.
fault anyways.
That's right. Yeah, it always is. So this has been a lot of fun, guys. We'll get this posted, and we'll do it again next week or whenever the next
Friday,
one is.
2
So
Fridays.
All right, boys. We'll see you later.
It goes.
We'll talk about it.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Yep.
Take care.
Yeah,
See you,
bye.
everyone.
See ya.
Bye-bye.